Welcome back, you genius level IQ sponges, to yet another exciting day of Let's Playing Last Year. Today we are playing Last Year Kill Mode. Yes, we're going to be playing Killer, the long-awaited... Okay, long-awaited for me. I don't know about you guys. You guys might just be like, oh man, he's playing Killer. Oh man. Let's watch Chezni get his butt kicked. But yeah, we are going to play Killer. We're going to see what the game looks like from the other side of things, from a first-person view, and figure out... Ultimately, the goal of this is to become a better survivor. I really liked Killer in Dead by Daylight. I don't know if I'm going to like Killer as much in this one. I mean, we may see, but I have no intention of becoming a Killer main. I'd rather just play Survivor, to be honest. But at the same time, this is easily the best way to improve our Survivor game, is figure out what the Killer wants to do. Aside from, well, murder you in all sorts of ways. Fair warning up front, none of this is scripted, but there's probably going to be a large amount of analysis, so, you know, if it's not your thing, do the usual skip ahead 10, 15 minutes, however long I end up rambling, and get straight into the gameplay footage. However, let's dive in and analyze all of the pieces we have available, shall we? Okay. Rule number 1 about Killer, you don't get an Arcanum. Yeah, Arcanum is Survivor only. Apparently they're going to release Arcanum for Killer in Chapter 2. We're in Chapter 1, so we'll see if that ever comes out. But whatever, you know, we'll see how things go. At any rate, we have 4 Killers available. In Chapter 2, there's going to be a 5th one, the Father, or something like that. He's going to be a crazy Catholic priest. I'm pretty sure they specifically said he's going to be Catholic, which... That's not even meant to be a commentary from me about Catholicism. I don't even think it's meant to be a commentary about Catholicism by the creators of Last Year either. I just think that's awesome. I think, holy crap, they're, like, not afraid to go full-on Exorcist with this. By the way, I hate Exorcist. I don't know why everyone loves that movie. I'm sorry if I offended any Exorcist fans. But yeah, seriously, I'm getting off on a tangent. We don't have the Catholic priest yet. So for now, let's analyze the 4 Killers. We do have Strangler, Slasher, Giant, and Spider. Of course, if you've watched the earlier episodes, we've gone into a lot of analysis as to how to play against each of these Killers many times. However, we've never gone into analysis as to how we want to win the game. So ultimately, what wins the Killer the game? And interestingly, they have 2 win conditions, whereas the Survivors only have the 1. Survivors have to escape. They have to escape. That's it. Like, anything that happens in between the moment when they escape and the time the game begins is irrelevant as long as they escape. Killer, however, has 2 options. They can murder all 4 of the party, all 5 of the survivors, or you can wait the game out, run the game out, run the clock out, and just survive for 16 minutes. Now, here's something interesting I noticed in between last time we recorded and this time. When the survivors die... Sorry, I had to pause there. When the survivors die, you might be tempted to think, well, okay, you kill a survivor, and then that survivor goes and rescues another survivor, and you go into this endless circle where you're just killing survivors over and over again, and they're rescuing each other over and over again. Actually, that is always going to be in the killer's favor. And it's because when a survivor comes back to life, they usually come back the first time, I think it's something like 40 seconds, it's around 30 or 40 seconds, that they then pop up in a closet. However, every time they die after that, they take a little bit longer to respawn. I didn't notice that at first, but I've been paying attention to the time. I don't have the exact, like, time in seconds, but it's something like 15 or 20 more seconds. It might be even 30. I don't think it's 30. Probably like closer to 15, somewhere around there. But it adds up over time. You know, you die 2 or 3 times. Sometimes, suddenly it's taking over a minute for you to come back. And the game's only 16 minutes long. So that can, you know, add up to quite a bit of the game where you're just not able to be in it. So yeah, essentially the killer either wants to kill everyone or they want to run the game out by wearing those respawn timers up and just generally making it hard for the objectives to be finished. Now, of course, we know Strangler is probably the most powerful, especially in non-pre-mades. In fact, I would go so far as to say that the game comes down to two stages, two states of being, and that is the Strangler game and everyone else. And I really do think that's not a hyperbole. Like, the game becomes incredibly different when the Strangler is on the field. And so I think, in general, you should always take the Strangler, and then the other three really don't matter. Oh, this reminds me. Okay, before we get too far into this, let's check the Arcanum. Sorry I didn't get any of it on camera, but we finally managed to get Dream Team, the third one. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that, and finally, the Arcanum is complete. And that unlocks our fancy spider skin. Let's go ahead and equip that. Infernal Combustion. It's okay. I think Drain the Swamp looks better personally, but that's because I have an affinity to green. Oh well. Anyway, let's get back on track. Alright, so the Strangler game, and then the everyone else game. Strangler obviously excels at single targets and split up parties. Spider is great in grouped up tight corridors. Giant is great at objective control and high spaces like the tower. Mostly because I say objective control because he's probably the worst at catching people. I don't actually know. I assume he moves slower than the Slasher. I don't really know that, but assuming his normal move speed is slower than the Slasher, he has in general a harder time catching people. But that doesn't matter if your opponents have to come to you. So typically the Giant just parks himself on the objective. He also does really good in close quarters where you can throw people into things like bathroom stalls or porta potties. Spider's obviously good in close quarters or places where the survivors tend to bunch up. It's also really good at running down a single target. Not the same way the Strangler is, though. Strangler just really good at a single target. Yeah, and this is all stuff, and I'm sorry, because this is all stuff we've already gone over. So how do we win the game as Killer? I think we have to, in a lot of games I go after the war of attrition, the attrition strategies, and try to run out the clock or try and mill out an opponent if it's a card game. I don't think I want to do that. I think we just want to kill the survivors as fast as possible. And what I think that means is we need to have a plan in place already for each of the three maps. And we can do that, because there's only three maps. So there's the Gymnasium, there's the Clock Tower, and then there's the Library. In general, I think the Strangler's always going to be the strongest killer. Not because he doesn't have counterplay, but because his counterplay relies on the team actually working as a team. And, when you're playing with random people, you can have people who are really good at controlling their self in a solo environment, but when you put people together and tell them, hey, you have to function as a team, a lot of times that's the first thing that gets dropped. People immediately think of themselves. And how can we not? We're autonomous, self-ego... What's the word? Self-egotistical? I can't remember what it is. There's a psychological term. It just means that we can only be aware of ourselves. And so naturally, teamwork is the first thing that gets dropped in a panicky situation, unless you've trained yourself to fight as a team, which is what I've been trying to do, as Survivor. You have to fight as a team, otherwise you're just going to die. Okay, and therefore, again, let's focus on Strangler in this episode. This will be the Strangler episode. We'll do one for each of the killers where we open up with each of these. Let's open up with the Strangler in most of the maps, except the Gymnasium. And the reason for this is Library and Clock Tower both open up in very open maps. There's not really a linear path that the survivors go down. There's not really a lot of the objectives are random. They can spawn a random location, so people don't have a unified objective to go for. In the gymnasium, I think we should start Spider. And the reason for that is there's a couple kill spots that are really good for Spider in the gymnasium. And then there are a couple, well, the survivors tend to group up a lot more because they're all trying to turn the crank at the beginning. Now, that being said, I think our objective should be to die before the crank is turned. Now, you might be like, well, Chezni, your objective is to die? Well, yes, I actually believe our objective is to die before they finish the crank. And the reason I say that is because the Spider's usefulness on that level diminishes once they go after the fuel. Because suddenly, well, okay, hold on. No, the first fuel tank, we should... I feel like I actually don't really know what I'm talking about because we've never played firsthand. I'm probably going to get into a game and all of this is going to be wrong. But okay, think about this. The fuel tank in the gymnasium, the first one you grab, runs over 2 Spider kill spots. And I'm pretty sure that's why we should play Spider. But the Strangler is still really strong down there because the Strangler has a kill spot in the hallway that a lot of people forget about. And you can usually get an easy kill there. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to analyze all this without really having any experience to back it up. But that's I think what we're going to do. We're going to go Giant, Strangler, Spider. And unless it's the gymnasium, we're always going to pick Strangler first. Guys, I don't even know what the buttons are for this. I feel like that was really bad analysis. Partially, I'm going to blame that on just literally having no real ground level experience for this. Now, I have heard that the queue times can be quite a bit longer as Killer. And that makes sense. I bet a lot more people want to play Killer. Oh, we have a position in queue 8+? Well, shoot. I should have done all my analysis while we were waiting for the queue to fill up. I suppose we can look over things a little bit more. Spells. I have been using spells a lot as Survivor lately. Mostly because we have 20 bajillion coins. We have nothing to use them on, so we might as well, right? Spells are pretty good, and because we've been playing Scout exclusively, I've been taking a lot of Nimble Feet, which gets you immediately out of a trap, and Featherfall, which is hilarious when people push you off of cliffs because you're like, that didn't do damage. Also, it lets you do some fancy moves where you jump off towers purposefully to go do things like save people or escape, that kind of stuff. Featherfall is really good. Nimble Feet is really good. The other alternative to Nimble Feet would be, where is it here? Tread Lightly. It's sort of like Nimble Feet, but not. What it does is it makes it so that when you move on a trap, you don't activate them, but it's a level 2 spell, so it takes 2 minutes to come back versus 1. Personally, I feel like if you're playing the game right, you really only ever need to get out of 1 trap anyway, so I go with this one. I find the quicker cooldown and the ability to get out of the trap after you've entered it, whereas you would have to activate Tread Lightly before you enter it. Yeah, I find Nimble Feet just to be more useful. Now, the reason I bring that up now is because a lot of survivors don't use spells. And I think it's just because there's sort of not really a meta for last year right now. There are certainly individuals who understand how the game is played, and they have a really good grasp of what they should be doing at any given moment, but I think collectively, the community of last year has not agreed on an established meta, and therefore, it's harder for individual, I don't want to say casual players, but just individual players who maybe boot up, play a couple games, and then they're done for the day. It's harder for them to know, like, out of all of these choices, well, which ones do I select? You know, it's not like League of Legends where you can load up a build order and an item list and things like that, or a skill order to know how to play the game. So you're kind of left to just make your best choice. And I think I'm not gonna tell you that these 2 skills are the best skills in the game. I'm not even gonna tell you that they're the meta skills. I just think that for what they do, they're extremely useful for my playstyle, which is very evasive, very elusive, and usually running all over the map. Now, earlier, I tried Power Walker mixed with Respite. So Power Walker just increases all movement speed. Respite increases sprint speed. And when you combine the 2 of those and hook yourself up with Adrenaline, it's kind of hilarious how fast you move. That being said, I found that it was overkill. Like, because I usually just play Scout, we're already moving at ×2 speed with Adrenaline. You don't really need more movement speed on top of your already good movement speed. What we need is the ability to combat things like when the Giant picks us up and throws us off of a building, or when the Strangler grabs us with a chain and throws us into a trap. By the way, this doesn't mean Nimble Feet doesn't allow us to 1v1 the Strangler in any means, but at least it gives us some survivability. So instead of focusing on what the Scout does and make them do what they do better, I instead focused on its weaknesses and tried to overcome, what are the scenarios that I just have no answer to? And that's getting stuck in a trap and getting thrown off of a building. Adding those two spells into our repertoire has really increased our survivability. Now, how does that correlate to Killer? What I guess I'm getting at is that I think if all the survivors teamed up, all used good spells, and all played together, I don't think the Killer would stand a chance. I think this game would be impossible to play as Killer. Well, impossible is a bit strong, but yeah, it would be a very different game. That being said, most survivors I've seen just don't use spells, so I think as Killer, we can take advantage of that. We don't really have to assume that people are going to run Nimble Feet. We don't have to assume they're going to run all these fancy things. The one I see the most often is fire damage. I think the reason partially why that gets used more often than anything else is because it's visually identifiable when it's being used. People see other people using fire damage on their weapon and they're like, oh, that must be good, now I'm gonna use it. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad effect, it's just not the only effect, and that seems to be the one I see used more often than anything else. So yeah, I guess we'll have to watch out for fire damage. If we get hit, that'll make it harder to go back into Predator mode. But if we're playing our Strangler game correctly, and admittedly early on we probably won't be, if we're playing our Strangler game correctly, we just shouldn't be getting close to anybody. We're just going to pick off people when they separate, because again, people tend not to play as a team when they're randomly grouped up online, and then we'll just kill them. I guess it's just that simple. And I don't really know the controls. Maybe I should get on here and look at the what's Killer controls, key bindings here. Okay, is there a Predator mode button? Toggle flash? You can toggle the flash? Oh my goodness. I've got to do that. I have wanted to turn off that stupid flashlight since the dawn of time, and apparently there is totally a way to do it. Okay, let's see here. Next spectator. We want Predator mode. Goliath Rush? Secondary Goliath Rush. That must be the Giant's ability. You have to scroll the mouse wheel to... That's weird. Obviously we don't have a crafting wheel. Sprint, crouch, next whip. Where is Predator mode? To teleport. G? Why on earth would you have G as your... We're changing that. We're gonna go spacebar. If you don't know, I have spacebar swapped over to the scrap interaction button. Let me make sure that's... Oh, but you can't have two things... You can't have two things scripted to the same button, apparently. That's obnoxious. Let's see here. Previous weapon... Yeah. Alright, so we'll have to get a different button for Predator mode. What do we want? I have a bunch of things on my mouse, like a bunch of buttons on my mouse, that we could do something fancy with, but there has to be a better button. Like, just a more accessible button. G is just such a weird one. Well, wait a minute. Look, G is scripted here. Why can we have G on here twice there? Nonsense. Alrighty. Alright, well, I already have G scripted to my mouse. I just happen to have it set up like that. Oh, no, I don't. Hang on. Let's do that. Okay, G is scripted to my mouse, one of my mouse buttons, so that'll help. Looks like we got our survivors. I'm scared. We're gonna die. We're gonna die a lot. These survivors. Okay, let's go into this with a low bar. Let's just try not to let them get Dream Team. As long as we don't do that, we're okay. This is a learning opportunity. Oh gosh, I'm really. Oh, this is scary because it's like when you have 4 other survivors in with you when you're playing. At least you can blame your game loss on them. You can be like, "Nah, wasn't me. Is it the children who are wrong, or is it me who was wrong? No, it's the children." But if we're playing alone and we just get curb stomped, we have no one to blame but ourselves. Ugh. I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like probably a lot of the skill comes into bopping in and out of Predator mode, which, again, I really wish there was a better button for it. Just looking at the ASDW setup. Okay, now here we're going to get to answer a question I've always wanted to know. Does the killer have the ability to spawn in right when the game begins? Because I've always wondered that. So let's check here.
After that, we'll still need to get to the top of the tower.
Alright, where are we? Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what map we're on. Shoot. Okay. Okay, so I guess we have to select our killers. I bet they're getting to run around while we're doing this. Okay, where are we? Spooky. Where did we start out in? Some random closet? Oh man. Wait, it's locked? It's also really laggy for some reason. Let me make sure. Hang on. Sometimes this happens if my laptop isn't plugged in. No, we seem to be plugged in. I don't know why it's... Oh, we can come out now. Okay. We move really slow. We can sprint, but we sprint really slow. We have 230 HP. Okay, that's chain, and that's attack. I think that's it. Alright, let's go into Predator mode. How do we do that? How do we go into Predator mode? Oh, okay, that's how you do that. Apparently it's control. Okay, guys, wait, what's this? Hold G to teleport? Oh, that's what the teleport is. Okay. I don't... Alright, we can lay traps like that. Okay, and when the screen's red, I'm gonna assume that means we can't... Let's just spawn in and grab someone. Oh. Oh. They're working as a team. Very nice. Alright. So we weren't able to grab them because the other one rescued them. We can't actually see where anyone is. I didn't realize this. Oh. And we can jump? Interesting. Oh, look at this. Let's spawn in here maybe. Okay, let's see if we can grab one of these guys. Okay, that was bad. Too close or visible. Alright. Wow, we really can just put these traps like right behind them. Huh. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, we got one. Okay, now let's just drag her over here and push her into the trap. Oh, didn't work. Oh, jeez! They're all over the place! Let's run! Oh, that was... that was so bad! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh wow. We died really fast! Alright, so that wasn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I guess that's not surprising. This is our first time doing this. We had... I thought 230 HP was gonna really let us live for quite some time, but apparently not. Alright, alright. Let's give maybe Spider a try. Okay, so just go ahead and... Oh man, they're already in here? Good grief, we're bad. Guess we'll just throw a bunch of traps in here. That's usually annoying when you're Survivor. And we'll go ahead and spawn in and maybe just... Oh, I think we got blinded? Wow, it is not... When you're playing as a killer, it's a lot harder than I realized. Like, we're just getting dominated here. Yeah, we definitely need some practice. This is good though, because I think this really at least teaches me that people who are playing killer and playing killer well, they're not just getting lucky. You know, it's not just like easy to play killer, or at least not like innately. Oh, why didn't that hit? That's too bad. I also don't know why it's so laggy. Nope, too close. Okay. What the? There's something shooting us. Oh, so your HP as the killer is very valuable. Because you have no way of getting it back. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let's get back down. Alright, we clearly need to work on our aim. That's pretty bad. Oh no! Alright, how do we execute? Oh, we can't. We got smoked. Bummer. Okay, we can't let them get Dream Team. We can't let them get Dream Team. We have to play as a giant. We'll try and throw them off.
This could help, maybe.
It must be pretty obvious that we're bad at killer right now. So they're probably not that worried. Alright. Let's try this again. I'm not really sure if there's an optimal trap location. Stop the classmates from escaping. I don't know, oh boy. Giant moves pretty slowly. Mouse wheel is indeed... Oh. Mouse wheel and jump? So the giant can't jump. Okay. Classmate revealed. Maybe we can snag one of them here. Ooh, the giant is very slow. Way slower than I thought. And your stamina runs out pretty quickly too. Oh no. Is it already? How do you open? It says space to open, but we just keep bouncing into this. I'm a little confused. Oh gosh. Interesting. Perhaps we should have I should have done some test runs first, right? Okay, let's see if we can just spawn in here and maybe grab one of them. Oh, we can't move. Got one! Nice. Oh. Oh, wow! And that's it? What killed us? Yikes! We died so fast. Okay, well, I guess even the low bar of killing just one of them is too much to ask for this scenario. Wow, that was nothing like I thought it was going to be. We learned a lot from that, but I'm struggling to find a way to immediately make that better. Not because I can't see what we needed to do, I just don't know how to do it yet. I'm going to mess around with the controls here and see if I can get a little more comfortable of the setup, and I will be right back. Okay. So I queued up again, and this time our position in queue is only 3 minutes. But, wow. Okay, so there really weren't that many more buttons than I had originally, than we encountered in the game. It's basically space to jump up, and then now caps lock will turn us in and out of predator mode, and control teleports? Not really sure about teleporting. But, yeah, I gotta say, I didn't expect this to be so difficult. I thought playing Killer was going to be incredibly easier. But we just sort of charged in and died a bunch of times, so the Killer really does need to fight an isolated group, it seems. You know, it's all fine and well to be like, well, the slasher does this, the giant does this, the spider does this. It's another thing entirely to put it into play. Especially when the interface... yeah, or I don't even want to say the interface, it's just... I wasn't quite prepared to process all of those things all at once. So we can't spawn in if we're too close to the enemy. We can't spawn in if we're in vision or something like that. Laying traps is all fine and well, but you have to be able to use them. Yeah, I think I think a lot of this comes down to experience. I think we know what all of the monsters do, all of the fiends do, and now it's just a matter of putting it into practice and getting kind of the muscle memory for it. I love it how I had all these ideas planned out, like, oh, if we're in Gymnasium, we'll play this. If we're here, we'll play this. And immediately it was like a train wreck right from the beginning. So we need to be more accurate with Strangler's Chain, that's for sure. I'm also really surprised, and I think taken aback, by how slow the monsters move. Like, I knew the fiends moved slower than the survivors. I kind of always knew that in the back of my head. Except for the spider, obviously. But actually playing it and feeling like I was walking through mud through the whole game was a much different experience. I didn't expect it to take me off guard as much as it did. And yeah, definitely dying much, much faster than I realized the Fiend had. What am I trying to phrase it as? We just evaporated. That's what it felt like. It felt like we evaporated. I think partially that's because of the balance between gaining scrap and being pressured. If you're constantly pressured, you're going to have a lot less scrap. Whereas we weren't pressuring the survivors at all, so they had plenty of scrap, plenty of healing charges, plenty of things like that. So I think just in general, the sort of balance between killer and survivor will become better the longer we play, the more experience we get. However, right now, trying to learn and play at the same time is going to be very difficult. Because essentially, the game is going to be harder for us because the survivors are pressured less. Which usually isn't a good scenario to learn something new, but we'll make the best of it. I mean, this is basically what Survivor was like for the first, 20 games, while I was figuring out what the heck was going on. Definitely, I think, makes me appreciate Killer and, shows that the Killer is mortal. Like, the Fiend is mortal. Easily. It's not just a game where you run in and click the attack button and win. Which is sometimes when you're playing the Survivor, it feels like that.
We can use those to open up the sewer doors.
Okay, so we're at we're at the clock tower again. Wait, it tells you at the loading screen, doesn't it? I should just really read. Because we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go Strangler, Giant Spider. Give these guys a try. Strangler's like missing part of his index finger there. Alright. We'll go Strangler. Same map as last time. I guess that's useful for us. Now we play the game here and we're stuck in this room. I didn't realize that this is the room that the killer started in. Oh, we can teleport here. Okay. So we want to lay down some traps, and then we just want to basically like push people into them? Is what I understand. Alright, we missed him there. Okay. Definitely want to keep her... Oh, maybe we can get Meg here. Too close or visible. Well, that's unfortunate. Again, I'm amazed at how slow we move. What? Alright, we gotta actually aim. I think that's the problem. We can move very fast in Predator mode if we hold down Shift. Let's try this again. Let's aim this time. Are we too far away? Maybe. Too close or visible. Oh, good. They're splitting up. Good, good, good. Maybe good. I don't know. We might just be really bad at this. I'm not sure. Why did that not get her? Oh, nice. Okay. We'll go ahead and run away. We can't fight these guys head on. Okay, we got this guy. That's something. Go ahead and hold him here. When can we do the kill mode? Oh, and when does our chain come back? There we go. So how do we kill him? How do we kill him? Oh, space. Okay, and caps to spawn out. Okay, so we're gonna spawn out. Nice! We got one! I don't know why this sound effect wasn't playing, but we got one, guys! We got one! I'm so excited. Alright. We can do this. I feel empowered. Alright, let's grab Chad here. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's just push him into the trap. Oh, what? Oh, he must have something that lets him get out. Oh, they're angry. They're angry. We kind of want to run away now. Oh no, we're gonna get killed. Oops, that's accidentally brought up the Steam page. Oh, we died. I really don't like that spawn key. I need to put it somewhere that the shift key isn't. I think having it as control or caps is a bad deal. So I'll probably... Actually, let me... I'm going to alt-tab real quick. I'm going to grab my mouse profile. We're going to change that button to caps lock. Okay, so now it's on my mouse. I don't know if that's better. But it's something. Alright, let's try Spider. We killed one of them. That was cool. Oh, right. We can enter into the kill zones. I totally forgot about those. Okay, now, as the killer, do we know where the objective is? There's a D that says defend. Ooh, interestingly, we can't move through walls. We just move super fast. And we can teleport with control. What does that do? It just seems to teleport us, like, nearby. I don't quite understand why that's useful. Kind of want to follow around. Ooh, this seems good. We'll get this guy when he's in here. Yes. Okay. Oh wow, Spider is super fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, Spider is a lot faster. Like, I definitely feel more at home with Spider, because they kind of feel like they move as fast as, or not Survivor, Spider. Because they feel like they move about as fast as the Survivors do, maybe a little faster. Well, and that was what we said, right? We said that Spider can chase down people. And see, like, he's got a pipe bomb, he's more than welcome to throw it, but then he damaged himself because we were chasing after him. I'm a little surprised we aren't catching up here. Oh, right, because they can sprint, and now he's running out of stamina, so we should catch up pretty soon. He's got to be close to dead. Yep. Very nice. Alright, sorry. I know I just keep saying, very nice, very nice. I must sound like an idiot, but, you know, this is a far cry from where we were in the last game. Okay, so they're trying to do the cog. And the cog is right here. Go ahead and, we'll spawn in maybe that one. I was hoping one of them would grab the, oh, we're getting shotgun. Too close or visible. Okay. Oh, good. He split off like a fool! Alright, I'm getting way too excited about this. This is exactly what we want. There we go. Oh boy, that was a very sad acid. Okay, he's got to be running out of stamina soon. And then we'll just mow him down. Admittedly, it would have been a lot better if we had hit him with the acid, but whatever. Ooh, he got his thing back. He joined up with his friends, which is a good idea. Oh, there's way too many of them here. I'm gonna go ahead and run away. And she's got her helmet, so we don't really want to mess with her. And now she's kind of split up. We're gonna wait for the acid to come back one more time. Yeah, but she knew what she was doing. Pity. Well, we've got a couple of them. Now we'll go back into... I feel like we should probably play Giant. But I feel like Strangler is so strong that we should get more practice with Strangler, but Strangler's really bad in the tower. I mean, he's not really bad, but he's not great. We'll go ahead and we'll play Giant. Giant makes the most sense given the map. Okay, where are they? Whoa, that was weird. Wait, are they out here? Oh, this guy's like over here for some reason. Let's try and get him. Oh right, we're the Giant. We're super slow. It looks like the Giant can jump. Can the Giant not open these? I don't know why we're hitting space and it's making him charge at the same time that it's also opening these things. We really should be on top of the tower, is the thing. In fact, they're doing escape mode now. Oh shoot. We'll have to come over here and spawn in. And now, how do you grab people? There's a way to grab people. Oop. That's not good. We're stuck. Alright, they probably all just ran out now, yeah. Alright, I gotta figure out why when I'm hitting space to open things, we're charging as Giant. 1 second. Okay guys, we're in. Fortune favors our learning of Killer, because they sent us to Bell Tower for a third time. That's a what? A 1 in 27 chance? Because you do 1/3 times 1/3, so that would be a 1 in 9 chance? Well, but you would discount the second. No, it's only a 1 in 9 chance, because you would discount the first selection, because the first selection, it wouldn't matter. But still. Eh.
First off, we're gonna need some blowtorches. We can use those to open up the sewer doors.
Oh. Well, we know how the beginning of this goes. I will admit it's a lot more difficult to set up traps
We'll still need to get
as the killer than I realized. Alright, gotta remember these buttons. I think we got it. I think we got it. And of course we're gonna start out as the Strangler. Kinda makes you wonder if the Strangler cut his own finger off. For some reason we can't leave here, but we can teleport. I don't know why we're not teleporting. Oh, right, doy, we can't teleport while we're in the corporeal world. Okay, so let's just throw some of these down, and we'll spawn in and try to grab somebody. Not quite. I really overestimate the distance on that chain. Let's try this again. Yeah, I think I need to get a little closer. Oh, hello. Very nice. Alright. We'll go ahead and try and push him into here. Oh, we're getting hit. We're just gonna go ahead and go after this guy. Oh. I think we got a mine dropped on us. I think what happened is this guy was a technician. And I don't know what they're doing now. This guy was a technician, and he dropped a turret which began shooting us, and then he just dropped a mine and suicided, which I guess is a good move for the survivors. It gets rid of the Strangler. Okay, so we're back in this. Let's try and find out where people are going. I wish I knew how to know kind of where the survivors are. So the orange marks are our traps. Oops. Okay, it looks like they just rescued their friend. Let's go ahead and like, how do we go in here? Oh, here we go. Now, how do we kill people? Oh, we can't. Okay. Oh, good. This one's splitting off. Okay. Oh, when he goes in there, we'll corner him. Where is he? Oh, that's not a... I thought that was a closet. That isn't a closet. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try and chase after him here. Of course, we have infinite stamina, so we'll eventually win this. Eventually. It does take a little while. Okay, so we got him. Okay, guard the... Wow, they're already on the gear. We're bad. I'm bad. Guess I'll preemptively set up some traps around the rescue point. Now, where are they? I didn't realize how difficult it was to locate the survivors. Okay, so there's one there. Oh, they're all here. All four of them. That's not good for us. Okay, we'll just go after this one. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna go after Sam, I guess. Oh, she's almost dead. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot more hectic when you're looking at things from the point of view of the killer, which I just didn't realize. Okay, we definitely... Oops, didn't mean to teleport. Shoot. That guy was injured. We totally want to spawn in, like, right next to him. Oh, whoops. We spawned in and then spawned out. Very nice. Okay. Wow, why is it the killer, the spider is the killer we're having the most luck with? It's kind of ironic. Okay, one of those guys is really injured. We definitely want to get him. How do we spawn in here? There we go. Very nice. Okay. Wait, why didn't we spawn out? That's weird. Oh, okay, we get tased, but that doesn't actually do damage, so we're okay with that. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Alright, so he's the medic, and he already used his taser, so he doesn't really have any tricks. I keep trying to click to attack, but I can't. I keep trying to also click to use the acid, and I can't for some reason. I'm not sure why. Alright, we have our spider children to help us out. Alright, if he's gonna jump, he's gonna die. Okay, we'll spawn out. Yeah, I think the simplicity behind Spider is partially what's allowing us to have a little bit of luck here. Okay, we're definitely gonna go for the injured one. Aw. Oh, well played. Or at least, maybe perhaps a better way of putting that is poorly played on our part. Okay, so it looked like he turned around and activated the mine. So we must be playing Technician wrong. There must be a way to manually activate the mine. Because it seemed a lot more purposeful. Like, he turned around and made sure we were in it. It seemed, before he activated it. So, I'm betting that's how that works. We'll try to spawn in here. I don't know if this is a good idea playing Strangler here.
First aid right here.
I hear them, but I don't see them. Oh, they're already up here. It's not good for us. Alright, we're gonna try to get them here. Or at least one of them. Alright, good, good. They're grouping together and they're protecting each other. Oh, we're on fire, so we can't teleport. Somebody died? Why did someone die? What happened? They must have accidentally fallen off. Okay, we need to spawn in and grab one of them. Sorry. It's nice to do that against somebody for a change instead of, okay. We just stood there and, like, let that smoke or pipe bomb kill us. Okay, we'll try this really quickly. Maybe we can get one of them. Ah, nope. Did they all get out? Okay, we stopped one of them from getting out. That's something. Okay, getting a little better. A little better. I definitely see the appeal, though, to this. Like, I'm playing terribly, but this is a lot of fun. I think it's because, as the survivors, you're just happy if you're, like, not dead. Let alone if you've killed the fiend. But as the fiend, like, you're like, yes, I just murdered someone. You can, like, feel the accomplishment of each kill you do. If that makes any sense. If that doesn't sound too creepy. Again, I think it's funny that the spider seems to be what we're having the most success with. But the spider's game is pretty simple. It's just chase someone down. And admittedly, the giant and the strangler are a lot more complicated to play. Especially the Strangler, who I think a lot of the skill of playing Strangler comes from laying down a trap around a corner and knowing very well the length of your chain. That seems to really be throwing us off. Because I'm like super afraid to get hit. I'm like standing all the way across on the other side of the map, you know, afraid of getting pipe bombed or something. And then I'll throw out a chain that's like not even close. So, yeah. I don't know. It's coming together. It's coming together. I'm going to pause, and when we come back, we'll be in a new game. So something definitely that's pretty valuable that I've learned is that the killer can see the survivor's health from a distance. And that makes it really easy for the killer to pick on the weakest member, to isolate them, to see them and be like, okay, that's the weakened one, I'm going to hunt them. So in a way, keeping the entire party's HP up is a pretty big deal. And maybe, interestingly, that's even what I should be doing as medic. Like, if we play medic in the future, it should really be about keeping everyone's HP up as a group. Because I gotta tell you, playing as Spider, I was like, oh good, one of them is weakened. We can actually get one. Because the faster you can down someone, the faster you can teleport out of there and get to safety. So.
First off, we're gonna need some blowtorches. We can use those.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's Clock Tower again? That's hilarious. Okay, 4 times in a row. Now it's 1 out of 27 chance of happening. Alright, same story as before, same game as before, gameplay, game idea, game strategy. We will be running Strangler in the early parts. We really aren't doing very good with Strangler. It's kind of sad. Like, he clearly is the strongest, or at least the most threatening killer, but only when played well. Otherwise, he just dies so quickly. So it's an interesting part of Strangler that I didn't realize. Okay, let's try and grab someone. Nope. Still too far. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, hello. Alright, so that... Oh, we didn't even get his helmet. That's so sad. Okay, now we got his helmet. Oh, and he was waiting for it. Alright, we're still too close to everyone. There we go. Interesting. Okay, we'll try and get this person. Oh, we like set up shop right in front of a turret. That wasn't too bright. Well, so so Strangler really is afraid of a group of people. I mean, I've seen this happen before, right? When we were Survivor, we would all like gang up on the Strangler and be like, you know, haha, it's a bunch of kids beating down a hobo, but literally he can't get away. If he gets surrounded by the killers, yes, the true killers, it's the teenagers. If he gets surrounded by the children, the survivors, he can't do anything to get away. He's just kind of gonna die. Can we jump in here? He knows. He knows we're there. Maybe we can get this person. You know, figuring out... Maybe we can enter here and get a free kill. No, she knows we're there. Okay. And it's a lot harder to spawn in at a good place than I realized. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll take the... We'll play sort of an artillery... Why can't we not spawn out? We'll sort of play the artillery game here. And just sort of try to run down their HP a little bit. Oh, we took a ton of damage. All of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright. So I think a couple things happened there. First, we hit a landmine. Second, there was a turret. Third, I heard a shotgun. I don't know if I saw it. Oh, but it looks like we got someone. Yeah, we got 2 people. Because the person with the landmine sacrificed their friends to kill everyone. That's funny. Okay, something else I'm noticing is that you really can't... You can't spawn in and chase the survivors. It just doesn't work. Or rather, you can't... Sorry, what am I trying to say is that you can't spawn in as Strangler because... and chase people because you're not fast enough. Oh, how do I... It gave us the option to execute. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I thought I spawned out. What the heck? Oh, okay, I guess we'll just kill this guy. Okay, we're spawning out. There we go, finally. So how many more of these guys are there? Can we check? There's only 2 left. I'm a little confused as to where they are. Dang it, I feel like we have the upper hand for once, and I don't feel like we can capitalize on it. Where the heck are they? Oh, wait, they wouldn't be there because they haven't opened up the thing yet. Okay, so there's someone there. Oh, man. That's too bad. Oh, there's someone here. Okay. We don't have any traps, so it's not like we can actually do anything with this. Well, we could do some damage, I guess. Oh, she has a shot! The girl has a shotgun! Run away. Okay. Classmate revealed. Where? Said... Oh, there's 3 of them. Shoot. Looks like they rescued their friend. Okay, let's try and get Raj here. Nice. Oh, we're dead. Alright. Okay, so that was the best Strangler play we've had so far. We did get them down to 2. So we got a little close. Wait, I couldn't figure out, it was like survivor revealed, and I couldn't figure out what the heck that meant. I couldn't see anything. Okay. And yeah, killing the survivor does grant a little bit of time where, or killing the killer, the fiend, does grant a little bit of time where really the survivors can get things done. Dang it, Raj was isolated, now he's not. Nope, smoke grenade, alright, we'll just run away from that. Girl likes her shotgun. Ooh. Hard to see when you're blind. Oh, we gotta hold the space to destroy that. Oh! That was a mine. That hurt. I think they're running us through the gauntlet. I think it was a mistake to keep chasing like that. Yeah, very much so. Because we ran through, we killed the turret again, got hit by a mine. I guess, so the killer has to move kind of unpredictably, I think is how I would put it. Alright, let's set up for the end of the game here. Maybe they'll panic and we can... Well, we should at least try something, right? Oh, how do we get up here? Oh, we can plant... Right, we can gas the... We can gas the scrap deposits. Oh, crap. It's go time. So they're all escaping now, and we're in here like a dummy. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and come up here and hope that they don't have a scout with a smoke bomb. I think that's... Oh! Speaking of... Wait, how do you grab people as the giant? Okay, so we got one of them. You know, that's... Was that as good as we did in the last game? To be fair, I really don't understand how giant works. I know you can pick people up, but I don't know how to do it. I should probably look that up. Okay, again, we're getting a little better with each game. Starting to understand how everything works. I'm gonna go look up that giant key button press to pick people up, and we'll be back in a game in just a sec. Okay. I wasn't able to find out what the button was, so... Anyway, we've got a gymnasium game, so let's play Spider first.
We find some fuel. After that, we open up the gate, and we're home free. We wheel the lift across the gym and climb to the rafters. Then, we escape.
Nope. We don't want Slasher. Slasher is a point and click. It's a point your own adventure game. There's a better joke in there somewhere. Just can't remember what it is. Alright, Spider it is. He's a scary spider. Look at those teeth. Alright. Let's do this. Somehow. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go in here. And we're just gonna hope someone comes out and walks over this. I don't actually know what button is the kill button when people walk over this thing. But we can hope, right? Classmate revealed. Looks like they're fighting spiders. Okay, so when they're revealed, they glow white, it seems. That guy looks like a medic. Come on, someone walk over this so I can figure out what button it is. Oh, they know. Nice, let's go kill this guy. Come back, we just want to be friends. Oh, that was loud. That was a text. Okay. Oh, I lost control. Sorry, the window lost focus there. And I wasn't able to move, which is a little annoying. Okay. Now, what do we want to do here? It looks like they're guarding this to make sure that the person who grabs the fuel doesn't get eaten. So let's just jump in it right as they walk over it. In fact, they're gonna go around it, which is smart. Yeah, look, this guy's playing really well. He's revealing all of the spider kill spots. So all we want to do now, I think, is we just want to run in and die. Because we'd rather be playing Strangler right now. Because none of these kill spots are very useful for us, given their current objective. Oh, the range on that isn't very good. So we kind of... I keep losing focus. That's annoying. We kind of don't really care if they're all grouped up over us, because we're going to explode and cover them in acid. Alright. So, something else that gets revealed from that is a good scout knows the kill spots and will certainly reveal them for their team. Maybe I should start doing that. I mean, I do typically look at the kill spots, but that guy was camping on that kill spot. He knew what was up. He was like, yeah, I know you, Spider. I know what you're trying to do. Okay. We'll go ahead and try to bop in here. All four of these guys are together. Where is the other one? Let's go ahead and try and spawn in and see if we can grab someone. Oh, that's too bad. Where is their other one? Yeah. So it's smart of them not to chase Strangler. Oh. Ooh, what's Chad doing? Why can't I put a trap here? That's annoying. Okay. I'm gonna try and grab Chad. Oh, but he's got a helmet. Wait. Oh, yeah, we grabbed the helmet. Okay, that's fine. That's how that's supposed to work. Oh, wow. That was a very long-range chain. This feels so scummy. Okay, so that was, I think, our first proper Strangler kill, right? Like, that felt like the first time we actually played Strangler the way that Strangler feels like he was meant to be played. Oh, and they do close the door. That's a good idea. Because it makes it so the Strangler can't throw the chain through the door. Okay, I don't know if we're actually going to kill this Raj, but we're going to try. Ah! Electrocuted! So things feel like they're getting a little easier here. I feel like we're getting the hang of it. Oh, wait, what happened? Not sure what happened there. Okay, so there's 3 of them here. I do think spreading out the traps is a good idea. And I need to start closing more doors, I think. Because I didn't realize how annoying closed doors are to the Strangler. Okay, we're gonna get Severand here. Oh, but he's got a helmet. Very nice. We're gonna go after this scout. He's been a thorn in our side for quite a while. Oh, okay, so what he did there is he used the special ability where when you throw an item, it turns into multiple items. It's a pretty cool perk. Okay, so that assault did what you kind of don't want to do as assault, which is just charge blindly into the killer and swing. We know that from our experience playing assault. I really want that scout, but it looks like he healed up. I'm not sure what healed him. This scout! Oh my goodness, he's so annoying with these smoke bombs. Look at that. He led us over to the turret so that the turret would deal damage that entire time. Very smart. Very smart. Okay, but it's annoying because the scout is gonna save Chad again, who just comes in here and starts immediately going for our throat. But I guess we were low on HP, so that makes sense. Okay, okay. That was our best Strangler play yet. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting it, and it really is a lot easier to cause panic amongst the players once you kill like one of them, because suddenly then they have like other things they have to think about, like rescuing their friends, keeping themselves safe. I think we swap back to Spider here. Seems like a good idea. Spider really doesn't seem to benefit so much from placing the traps. Okay. So Chad has the gas there. We're just going to want to try to stop him from moving it. That's annoying. That scout threw down another smoke bomb so that I can't execute. Pretty good strategy. Oh, that was a wasted, definitely a wasted acid. Okay, so when you're blinded, I can't even swing. We're gonna get this scout. This scout has been driving me nuts. Wow, why does he have so much HP? Oh, he used Vigorous. Okay, so Vigorous is a skill that heals you about 50 HP. It's a pretty good skill. It's a level 3 skill, so he won't be able to use that for a little while. He might have also used something that granted him extra HP. I'm not sure. But the guy playing Scout knows what he's doing. He's easily the best skilled survivor. Even I'm learning some things about playing Survivor by watching him.
Get ready to watch.
And we still didn't get him. I don't think we will. We're going to swap to Strangler. We'll give it a try. We have managed to prolong the game until about, yeah, five and a half minutes, which is decent. Now, are we able to spawn up here? Because if we can, I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Wait, something hit us? What hit us? Wait, what? The turret is getting us. Huh. Well, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, look at that. The turret is totally getting us. So we can kind of lower their HP here over time and kind of make it difficult for them to pilot the stair car, which is a little annoying. I can't believe they let the Strangler stand up here, though. This feels like if it weren't for the turret that's up there. Oh, we just got hit by fire. They are just healing each other, so that's kind of annoying. But all we're doing here is just trying to stall the game out. We're just trying to basically aggravate them as much as possible. I know that sounds terrible, but like legitimately that's what we're doing here. We're trying to aggravate them. We're trying to slow down the stair car. We're also trying to run their HP down. Oh, I thought Chad was dead there. Guess not. We want that Chad. There we go. Oh, we didn't spawn out. Well, shoot. Okay. That felt really obnoxious. Like, even I felt like that was a little dumb. I didn't realize that you can set the turret up to stop the survivors from, or, sorry, you can set the turret up and it will shoot the killer if he's up on the bleachers there. They also hit me a little bit with the Molotov. Okay. We'll go giant, and we'll just give it our best. Okay. Can't spawn in. Okay. I think kind of what we want to do is we want to hold this position. Where are they? Oh, they're over there. They have, I think they 99'd the crank. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with that, because they don't have an infinite amount of time. What they're doing is they're going for a 5-man escape. They took the risky play, and they're trying to get everyone out. Which is fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to make it really difficult for them to escape, and hopefully they're going to run out of time. I think we just want to block right here, and we want to make them waste their items, because they're on a timer. They only have a minute and a half left to win this. Okay, we don't want to take too much chip damage, so we're not going to go down there and mess with that. Oh, we picked them up for some reason. Not really sure why. Again, though, we don't really care if they... Okay. We don't really care if they, all we want to do is stop them from turning this crank. Because every second past 1 minute that we stop them from turning this crank is time that they're going to lose to escape. Didn't realize throwing people was this easy. Apparently it's just the... all you use is the mouse 1 button instead of mouse 2. Yeah, I think we actually did this. I don't know if they can escape now. As long as we play our cards right. So we have too much HP for them to break through. And we don't really care if they help each other, because they just run out of time here. I feel like we're a mob that's tethered. Wow, we did it. Finally, our first game where we managed to stop them from escaping. One of them even DC'd. That's too bad. Did we even get credit for a 5-star win? Oh, we do. Nice. Okay. Even if they DC. That's pretty cool. So, I think the way I would put this is we're not good at killer. We're not good at killer. We didn't win that because we're good at killer. What happened is, or I say we. You guys are always a part of this. It's always the we. It's you and it's us together through thick and thin. But anyway, we're not good at killer. What we had was an understanding of how the game was played and a sort of a knowledge of why can't we? Oh, there we go. Sort of a knowledge of how the game is played, and then an understanding of how to capitalize on that based on our knowledge of Survivor. We knew the timer ran out. We knew all we had to do was just block the crank, and then it was GG. I didn't realize how obnoxious Strangler can be throwing chains over and over again against survivors using the stair car. In fact, if I was technician, I wouldn't have known to put a turret next to the bleachers to hit the Strangler. I would have just been running around going, "What the heck do we do, guys?" It was a very good delay tactic. And then by the time... I think it was a mistake for them to go rescue their friend, because we weren't going to chase after him. That would just give them an opportunity to run up to the crank. And then we just plopped the giant right in front of it, and they couldn't do anything. But yeah, I think we're getting it. We're sort of getting the controls down. We're understanding how to use certain characters. Getting a lot better at using Strangler. Just in general. I feel kind of bad. It does feel bad to just constantly chain people and drag them in. But, oh well. It doesn't look like we're going to need to take that much of a pause, but I'm going to take a very quick pause, and when we come back, we'll be in game number 5? Something like that. I took Cookie to the vet today. Get a tooth removed. She managed to escape from the bedroom, so now she's running around. Her collar got removed somewhere in the process, and I haven't had the heart put it back on her yet. If you hear that scratching, that's her on the scratching post.
Up the server. After that, we hack the computers. That should open the door to Bellman's secret lab.
Anyway, she doesn't have her bell, so I can't hear her anymore. She'll probably jump up on the chair and it'll scare the crap out of me. Alright. Where are we? Shoot, I didn't even check. It sounded like the bell tower, maybe? Oh well, we're probably safe picking Strangler in most scenarios, so... He is a crazy guy. Oh, this might be Bellman's library. Something like that. Yeah, okay. This is a good map for Strangler. Ah, dang it. I was hoping he was gonna be grabbing scrap. We just need one kill, right? That's kind of how it works. You just get that... Wait, what? That was weird. You just get that one kill, and then you can really nail him. Wait, what? I'm a little confused. Like, what's going on here? Also, I don't know why this... I don't know why this Nick just tried to punch us to death. Okay. I also don't know why we were able to spawn, like, right in that guy's face. That was a little weird. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, if you ever play Strangler, you know the thing you... Or you play against Strangler, the thing you don't want is for the survivors to group together. So let's go find the objective, because that's probably where they are, and let's try to prevent them from doing what they want to do. Wait, what happened? Huh? I'll be honest, I'm a little confused. I'm not sure what happened. Was there only one survivor? Or 2 survivors? Did everyone disconnect? Must have been. Was our internet bad? Did we lose connection with everyone? It's also a possibility. It might explain why we were able to spawn right in front of people. Not really seen that happen. Alright. Bell Tower once again. Or so they say. Alright. So, something that has been answered that I have always wondered is, when exactly does the killer spawn in? It does seem that the killer spawns in about 30 seconds after the players, which is why you get that little bit in the beginning
First off,
where it's kind of safe for the survivors to run out and pick up scrap.
And make our way to the bell tower.
After that, though, gloves are off. Since I know the bell tower map fairly well as far as the survivor goes, I'm going to try to fixate on one particular part of the map. If you're a survivor, it's the leftmost side of the starting area. I'm going to go over there with Strangler right off the bat and see if somebody's poking around there on their own. That's usually what I like to do. It's a bit greedy, so let's see if we can capitalize on perhaps someone else's greediness. Okay, so it's usually right over here. Oh, whoops. Right here. Oh, yep, someone's here. Okay, we don't have a great place to put them, so we're gonna put them right there. Alright. Sorry, that's just more texts. My wife is saying she's on her way home, so it's perhaps... That just means we need to end the game very quickly, right? Okay. Come on, Tori. Alright, I don't know if this was a good idea or not. Yeah, it seems okay. As long as we remember to spawn out. Oh! It does seem like, she's coming in soon, so let me... I'm going to play out this game, but I'm going to disable my mic. And I'm going to disable, let's see here. We'll disable the mic and the webcam. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. And in the next one, I think we'll probably pick up with Killer again. So, until then, let's kill these kids.
I'm tired of you. Down again. That buys us some time. this.
Let me get this thing open. Got it. Move back. Move back.